Hello, internets! Finally, this game came out. I'm a little late to playing it, but who cares? It still sounded like a good game, so I bought it. And we are now playing the Stanley Parable. Begin the game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ripping, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yay, happy Stanley.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I don't wanna do that. I wanna sharpen pencils. Ah!
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh. I didn't mean to close the door. I'm sorry, door. I'm sorry. But I realized while he was talking, the clock actually moves. That's kind of cool. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I hate Mondays.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Huh. I turned off the computer though. Door's locked. Door's locked. Can't mess with that door. Can't mess with that paper. Paper! Paper! Can't mess with that paper. Can't mess with that. I can turn off computers now. So I'll just continue to turn off computers because they're wasting electricity. How could... Ah! I'm inputting things into the computer! I'm on the table. I don't think this was meant to be able to happen. But oh well. Can I input more data? No? Okay. I can't jump!
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
yes,
but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I want to put more input in this. What does it say? Who? I can't read that mug. Who farted? I love these mugs. These are cool mugs. What does it say? I can't read it. That looks like a rude mug. I hate Mondays. I've seen the mug. You're now copying mugs. I wonder if this is going to go along the same storyline. Or if it'll change.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Can I save? Oh, I can save. I'm going to save. Because I'm assuming this is the... No, I want a new saved game. No, I want to save. Let me save. Okay. I saved. Of course, story said. Right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yep. That's exactly what I want to do. There's not much to say, I'm just clicking things.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I want colour. Give me a colour.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yes.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. He did not. How do I... I'm not sure how this saving works. Oh, no! I know how it works now. No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Fuck you. I look like a midget compared to this. Is this really meant to be so high up? I assume so. Where the fuck am I? Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, 5,000. But it's so tempting! It's...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yep.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Maybe. Depends what the options are. To be free. They ran out of rooms? Oh no, because B's basement. I'm an idiot.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Can I get a card at some point and like swipe cards? Red. Red. I want to look for this door. This door's red. Should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Oh no.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Should I or shouldn't I?
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red!
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
The end of the road!
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because
yes.
I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Ooh. Ooh. There's the really badly textured door, there's the normalish door that goes that way, and there's the normalish door that goes that way. And then there's the Spanish. He hasn't even put lights in.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I don't know which way's which. Is 5 the best? Is 1 the best?
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
I'm gonna go for a different door and confuse him.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I didn't see any, so I'm gonna put 1.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. No. Let me boot it up.
Okay. Oh, it's actually loading. Oh. I didn't expect it to actually load anything.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game.
So it's
all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Okay. This is basically no Luca no. Ow, that noise. Fuck you, baby. Fine, go die. See if I can.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here?
Do you have something of the amnesia variety?
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.